Greetings to all you watch fans out there on YouTube. I'm back, and today we will be looking at a Seiko Marinemaster Professional. It's a 300-meter quartz diver. This watch has the number Sbbn017. First, some stats on it. It has the caliber is the Quartz 7C46 movement, in-house movement by Seiko. Stainless steel case. It has the crystal is Hardax. Whoops, sorry. The diameter is 48 millimeters without the crown. Lume bright on the hands and index. 300-meter water resistance. It's been anti-magnetized. 5-year battery life when the battery is newly installed. It weighs 115 grams and it's 14.7 millimeters thick. Okay. Well, I just wanted to show you this watch because it's apart from my Sumu, Seiko Sumu, it's automatic. This is the first of Seiko's rather expensive watches that I've had. Now, if my pocket money would have allowed it, and circumstances a bit, I would have gone for a model with an automatic movement. By the way, I forgot to say this is one of the watches that people affectionately call tuna cans. So you'll hear people refer to them as a Seiko tuna, and that's because of the shape of the shroud, as this thing around here is called. It sort of gives it a look of a flat tuna can. So that's that's been adopted, and people use the expression tuna. Anyway, so if I'd had the money for it, I would have bought a tuna with an automatic movement. And so I bought this from a friend who wanted to sell it, and he gave me a really good price on it. And that's why I ended up with the quartz movement. And I must say, it doesn't really bother me. Normally, I am faithful to automatic movements, but in this case, the watch is just just so awesome that it doesn't bother me at all. You can really, in every way, this watch screams quality. It really does. I've had Omegas and I've had other expensive watches, and without getting totally nerded in all of this, I would say that it has the same feel as one of those expensive Omegas. Everything just feels right. Everything feels expensive. If I can't. You see, it just has the awesome feeling when you click it. Everything is nice and tight. I've even banged it around a bit, and there's no marks on it anywhere. It's just such a nice watch, and again, Seiko just shows what they're capable of. I talked to a guy. I went to a shop. A friend of mine in Denmark has a shop in Aarhus, and I went there and I help him out sometimes. And one guy came in and saw this watch, and we had a chat, and he was a Seiko fan too, and he said, in Denmark and many places in Europe, Seiko is thought of as a cheap watch brand, and nothing could be more wrong. I mean, they do have very expensive watches, and the quality is just sublime. So, but this is the first of the really expensive watches. Well, not really expensive, but the expensive watches that I have from Seiko, and the experience is awesome. And it's just and it's one of those watches where you can walk around town, and contrary to Breitling and Omega and all that stuff, where people would instantly recognize it and think, ooh, that guy's got money. The only people who will recognize this watch as being something special are people who actually know about watches, and that's pretty awesome. That's pretty cool. And that's actually the first time in Denmark that anybody's ever commented this watch when I've worn it. And the guy goes, "Wow, that's one of Seiko's tuners, the Marinemaster." And I was actually quite pleased because I'm not used to people noticing that watch. And so I thought, yes, and we had a long chat. And he tried to buy it from me because, this watch is, it's a Japan market only, and I didn't want to sell it. So unfortunately I had to go without buying this watch. Anyway, I can't really, I've told you the specs for the watch. I've let you see it from different angles. This watch originally comes on a rubber band, but being me, I instantly switched it over to a mesh because I love mesh, and I think it looks good on this watch. There's not a lot more I can tell about this. I'm not a watch nerd, so I don't really know all the minute details about this watch. I just know, and that's what I'm trying to tell you guys, that if you were to buy this watch, I'm 100% sure that you won't be disappointed. On the contrary, I think you'll be very pleased. I got this watch second-hand and at a good price, and I'm very, very pleased with it. It's a beautiful watch, and it probably won't be my last Seiko tuner. So, anyway, thanks for listening to me, strange man's ramblings about watches, but there it is. Thanks for watching, guys.